Hello friends, Namaskar. Welcome to Veena's Kitchen Tea. Let's do something different today. We'll make something with prawns. It's going to be prawns masala, a wonderful dish that I'm sure all of you will like and enjoy. So let's make prawn masala with some hot, fluffy fulkas or chapatis. Let's not wait. Let's start cooking. Welcome back friends. So let's start making our masala prawns. So here I have 500 grams of prawns. I had ordered about 1 kilogram of prawns, and after the shell was removed, it has come to about 500 grams. I have deveined the prawns. It's very important for young children, students who are new to cooking. Please understand that we need to remove the vein that is here on the back of the prawn. It's very important that you remove it and then clean it, wash it thoroughly in running water, leave it with little salt and vinegar and a little atta, and leave it for some time, and then wash it again nicely and drain it. So that makes our prawns clean and absolutely ready to be cooked. I have here 2 medium-sized onions, thinly sliced, about 12 to 15 shallots, thinly sliced, 1 large tomato, finely chopped. I have here a tablespoon each of ginger and garlic paste, about 4 green chilies, some curry leaves and coriander leaves for garnishing. In my dry spices, I have 1 teaspoon of pepper powder, 2 teaspoons of Kashmiri red chili powder, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, and 2 cubes of chicken stock. Ideally, I would like prawn stock, but since I did not get prawn stock, chicken stock is also very nice and I have tried it out, so it tastes very good. So 2 cubes of chicken stock and some garam masala to be added at the end. Now this chicken stock has salt of its own, so therefore we have to be careful when we are adding salt to the gravy. So we need to keep that in mind. I'm going to marinate the prawns with all my dry masala and the ginger and the garlic. So let's start cooking. So we've put our prawns into the bowl. I'm going to add the garlic, the ginger. It's about a tablespoon, probably a little more than a tablespoon. That's fine because ginger and garlic is always good for non-vegetarian items. The dry spices, the turmeric, pepper and the red chili. And now the chicken stock. I just crumble it and add to the prawns. I'm not adding any salt at this point. I'll add the salt only later once I start cooking, and I'll check it and then add the salt. And now we'll give it a nice scrub. Mix everything together. So now we leave our prawns in this marinade for about 20 to 30 minutes. While our prawns are marinating, let's start making our gravy. So for that, I've kept the pot on the fire and I'm going to add in a little olive oil, about 1.5 teaspoons, and about 1/2 teaspoon of coconut oil as well for the flavor. You could use any oil of your choice except mustard oil. In case you like to use mustard oil, you must bring the mustard oil to a smoking point and then only add your onions. By bringing the mustard oil to a smoking point, you will get rid of that very pungent smell. Okay, now our oil is hot. I'm going to add the shallots and the sliced onions. Shallots give a nice taste to the gravy. If you don't have shallots, no problem. You can add one more small onion instead. Now we need to fry our onions till they turn a nice golden brown. I'm adding about a quarter spoon of salt to the onions so that they fry quickly and evenly. It's about 5 minutes and our onions are nicely turning into a golden brown. At this time, we'll add the curry leaves and let the curry leaves too saute with the onions. It's time now to add our tomatoes to our onions. Keep the fire on high and give it a good mix. And now we'll close the pot and let the tomatoes sweat and turn mushy. So we'll close the pot and we'll allow our tomatoes to become soft. So our tomatoes have become soft. It's now perfect time to drop in the prawns. Keep the flame on high. Prawns take very little time to cook. So never overcook the prawns because then it turns rubbery. We'll just give it a nice mix. At this time, we'll add in about 3/4 teaspoon of garam masala. Half to 3/4 teaspoon of garam masala. We don't want too much of garam masala to dominate the dish. That takes away the taste of the prawns. I'm just adding a little more salt. Give it a quick stir. And I'll add a little water. And just mix and see if that's enough. Maybe I might add a little more. We'll just see. You can see the consistency of the gravy. So in all I have put about 3/4 cups of water to the prawns. Just check the consistency of the gravy. We want it a semi-thick gravy. We don't want it too watery or too dry either. So just check the consistency of the gravy. Now we'll close the pot and allow the prawns to cook in the gravy for about 3 to 4 minutes. Our prawns have been simmering for about 4 minutes, 4 to 5 minutes, and they are almost done. At this point, I'll add the green chilies that we have slit into halves. Give it a nice mix. Add a handful of coriander leaves, preserving some for garnishing. Give it a good mix. As I said before, please do not overcook the prawns. They need to be juicy and succulent and soft, not rubbery. Once they become rubbery, they lose their taste. So it's done. And at this point, it's nicely bubbling. I'll switch off the flame and close the lid and leave it for standing for about 5 minutes. Let me show how to make a nice fluffy fulka or chapati. This is dough made with chakki fresh whole wheat atta. A little salt if you want. If you don't want, you can avoid the salt. And plain water, plain room temperature water. We do not add any oil or any other ingredient to knead this dough. It's just atta and water, and a soft dough is made. I'll dust a little atta on my peda and start rolling out this peda into a round disc. Start going round and round. The beginners may have a little trouble in getting the shape right, but that will come very soon to you as you start making it. From the middle to the edges, you are flattening out the peda into a round disc. And chapatis have to be thin. You can't make thick chapatis. They are called pulkas. Now that's done. Our roti has been made into a nice disc. It's thin. You can see that it is thin. And now we are going to put it on our tawa. So we are going to put our chapati on the tawa. Make sure that your chapati edges are thin and it's evenly rolled out. Keep the fire on low in the beginning. Let the roti just about get baked or cooked a little from one side, and then we will flip it over. You can see that it is changing color. We'll flip it over. And now we'll wait for the other side to be done well. The other side is done well. We've got nice spots on it. We remove the tawa and put the chapati on the flame. And that's your perfect fulka, your roti that is done perfectly. On both sides, let it cook well. Let it get some brown freckles. And that's your chapati. We've dished out our very delicious prawn masala, which will go very well with any kind of Indian bread. Today we are going to have it with hot fulkas and a bowl of green salad. Here's our fluffy fulkas with a little dash of ghee and your prawn masala. So make this delicious prawn masala and enjoy with your families. If you like my videos, do subscribe to my channel and share with me your valuable opinions. Till we meet again, bye-bye.